Hello everyone, welcome to Time Online Classes. Today in this session, we'll discuss very important model for clerical prelims exams, that is sequence. In this sequence model, you will be given elements in the form of sequence, one after the other. So what kind of sequences you may get? Letter, digit, symbol combination, or only letter digit combination, only letters and only digits, or combination of digits and symbols or letters and symbols. This kind of combinations you may be given. Ultimately, the important thing is what will be the right approach for solving this kind of questions. That is very important for us. Let's see what is the best approach for solving this kind of questions. Here you can see that letter, symbol, digit. So it is a combination of letter, symbol, digit. What kind of questions will be given in the sequence model? First one. And the weightage of this topic is 3 to 5 marks. In each and every clerical prelims, either maybe SBI clerical prelims or IBPS clerical prelims or RRB office assistants, will be given definitely 3 to 5 marks from the area of sequence. Okay. So what kind of questions will be given below this? A question will be given like this. Which of the following is 5th to the left of 7th from the right hand? Which is nothing but finding the position of the element. Finding the element. You will be given a positions. You have to find out the element. Finding the element. Finding the element. And the second one. You will be given a question like this. How many such symbols are there immediately preceded by a digit and immediately followed by a letter? So using the technical terms, immediately followed by and immediately preceded by. Immediately followed by or immediately preceded by. This kind of technical terms. Preceded by is nothing but previous. Followed by is nothing but next. Or question may be given using this. Analogies, in the form of analogies, in the form of odd man out, in the form of series. All these analogies, odd man out, series will be based on the given sequence only. Or you may be given a question like meaningful word. How many meaningful words can be formed? This model generally they will give you when they give completely letter sequence. Or how many such pairs of letters? How many such pairs of letters? How many such pairs of letters? Or how many such pairs of digits? Generally, these kind of questions will get in miscellaneous area, but the same miscellaneous questions can be given using this sequence also. How many such pairs of digits? We are going to discuss all these models in this session. Okay, so let's see. To finding the element, we have two methods. One is the standard procedure and one more is shortcut method. Okay, first note down the question types. Finding the element. Second one is immediately, using technical terms, immediately followed by and immediately preceded by. And the third one is analogies. And the fourth one is odd man out. And the fifth one is based on the series. And sixth one is meaningful word. Meaningful word is nothing but you may be given like this. Using the 7th, 9th, 10th, 11th letters of the word. How many meaningful words can be formed? Like this. Seventh one. How many such pairs of letters and how many such pairs of digits? See the question number 1. Which of the following elements is 7th to the left of 15th element from the left hand of the given sequence? Now you can observe, you can read the question properly. Once read the question properly. Which of the following elements is 7th to the left of what? 15th element from the left hand. It means when you read this statement, you can understand that we should start counting from the left hand. So you need to know what is left hand and what is right hand. In the given sequence, this position is left hand. This particular position is left hand. And this particular position is right hand. This particular position is right hand. Left hand and right hand. With respect to any element in the sequence, left hand side and right hand side. It means your left hand side will be the element left hand side, your right hand side will be the elements right hand side, and this will be the given sequence, left hand and right hand. Now, what is the standard procedure and what is the shortcut method? I will explain you both. What is given? Which of the following elements is 7th to the left of 15th element from the left hand? Means we should start counting from the left hand onwards. It means from this end onwards we should start counting. Which element first we have to find? 15th element from the right hand, left hand. Okay. Let me write in the steps form. As per the given question, which of the following elements is 7th to the left? 7th to the left. In continuation, what is given? 7th to the left of the 15th element from the left hand. 15th element from the left hand. 15th element from the left hand. Please observe it carefully. So we should start counting from the left hand. After identifying 15 from the left hand, with respect to that element, we should identify the 7th left. Okay. Start counting 15 from the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is what? T. T is 15 from the left hand. Now, with respect to this T, so till here, the element is T. Now, read the question again. Which of the following elements is 7th to the left of T? So, with respect to T, 7th left. So, your left hand side will be that element left hand side. So, first left, second left, third left, fourth left, fifth left, sixth left, seventh left. What is that element? P. So, what is our required element? P. So, P is 7th to the left of 15th element from the left hand. So, what is the procedure that we have observed here? We are going in the reverse order, back tracing, in the back order, from the back to front, as per the given sequence. First, you have taken 7th left and followed by a 15th from the left hand. But when you are trying to find out what required element, we have started counting from the left, from the end, in the reverse order. So, first you identified 15th element from the left hand, that is T, and with respect to that 7th left is P. So, this is how we are going to answer. So, here it is given only 2 steps. You may be given 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps or 6 steps, but the procedure will be same, go in the reverse order. Definitely you can find out the answer. Okay. So, this is the standard procedure. The same type of questions can also be done in the shortcut way. Okay. I hope this procedure is clear for you. Okay. Anyway, the required answer is choice 2, that is P. Now, let me explain you in the short form. Okay. I hope it is completed. Now, see the same question and observe what is the shortcut form. Anyway, we know this is the left hand position, first element, and here is the right hand first element, and here is the sequence of the elements. What we have to find? Which of the following element is 7th to the left of 15th element from the left hand? So, in every question, you will be given a base. Either you should start counting from the left hand or you should start counting from the right hand. Definitely they will give you in the question. Okay. Here it is based on the question left hand. But you may be given right hand also. So you will be given 2 points. One is question based on the left hand and the one more is question based on the right hand. Okay. So whatever the base they will give you left hand or right hand, that element take it as it is. You have to consider that element as it is. So take that 15. Okay. So with respect to this left hand, you have to find out 15 from the left hand, right? So left hand, 15th element. So this one, take it as it is without using any signs, addition or subtraction. Here we are going to do addition, subtraction. Okay. And when the question is based on this left hand, in this given sequence, wherever you find the left, you have to go it in the reverse order only. You have to move it in the reverse order only. Okay. Wherever you find the left, use the minus. Okay. So in the left hand, wherever you see the left, use the minus symbol. So obviously for the right, we are going to use plus. Okay. You may get the root. Why I have to take the left? Simple logic I will explain you here. See, when you started counting from the left hand, if you want to move to the left, again you have to come back. Which is nothing but minus. And when you started counting from the left hand, if it is given the right side, you have to move further. In the same way. It is nothing but you are adding the elements. You are adding more number of elements. That's it. Again, if you started counting from the right hand, if it is given right means you have to go back because you are moving in this way. So again you have to go back, which is nothing but in the right hand, right will be minus. When it is given left, you have to move further in the same way. You are moving in this way, left is nothing but again you have to move further. So left will be plus. Simple logic. Left will be plus. So if the question is based on the left hand, wherever you see the term left, take it as a minus. Wherever you see the term right, you take the term plus. When the question is based on the right hand, wherever you see the term right, use the symbol minus. Wherever you see the term left, use the symbol plus. But don't forget that for the initial element, we should not use any sign. You should take as is. Whatever the element they will say, you have to take it as it. Now in this question, what is given? 15th. So we have taken 15th. And what is given here? The term left, minus and 7. So 15 minus 7, 8th. We have started counting from the left hand. So 8th from the left hand is our answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So P is our answer. Simple. Clear? Now, let me do a small modification in this question. Now the question is like this. I am writing in the short form. Which of the following is, I am writing just short form. 5th to the left of, 7th to the right of, 8th to the left of, 16th from the right hand. 16th from the right hand. So this is how the question is presented. Which of the following is 5th to the left of, 7th to the right of, 8th to the left of, 16th from the right hand. Now, according to our shortcut method, you have to observe the base. So we should start counting from the right hand. Directly you can look at the last statement. We should start counting from where? Right hand. Okay. What is the number that presented for the right hand? 16th. So you should take that 16th as it is. That number 16 as it is. Okay. And when question is based on the right hand, as we started counting from the right hand, wherever you see the right, use the minus. Wherever you see the left, use the plus. Okay. What is given here? And we will be going in the order. 16 and before that 8th left. Left is nothing but plus. Which number? 8. So 8. Fine. Now again, what is the next previous step? 7th right. And we have started counting from the right hand only, right? So right will be a minus 7. And what is the previous? 5th left. So left is nothing but what it is? Plus, because we have started counting from the right hand. And what is the number mentioned? 5. Now count it. 16 plus 8, 24. Minus 7, how much? 17. Plus 5 is how much? 22. 22nd from where? We have started counting from right hand. 22nd from the right hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So what is this element? F. So our answer for this particular question is F. So this is how the shortcut method will help to you. Okay. I hope it is clear. So just check it that whether the question is based on the left hand or right hand. If it is the left hand, left will be minus, right will be plus. If it is the right hand, right will be minus, left will be plus. But we have to go in the reverse order. We should start counting element from the reverse order. And whatever the base is given, for that whatever the number will be given, that will be taken as it is without using any signs. Clear? Fine. Take a screenshot or copy this. Question number 2. If all the symbols are dropped from the given sequence, then which element will be 11th from the right hand? So we have given only single step. Just we need to identify 11th from the right hand, but all the symbols should be dropped. So here is the right hand position, right hand first element. So we have to start counting from here, but the symbols are dropped. So without counting the symbols, don't write the new sequence. When you started counting from the right hand, don't consider the symbols. That is enough. So start counting from the right hand and don't use the symbols. 11th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is the symbol. No need to count it. So 6, 7, 8 symbol. No need to count it. 9, 10, 11. What is the element? W. Choice 4. Very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just we skipped symbols. So for this, don't write the new sequence for dropping the symbols and don't waste your valuable time. These, if you have given 5 questions, just you need to complete it in 2 minutes. You can complete it in 2 minutes by approaching these methods. Fine. So the answer is choice 4. Question number 3. How many such symbols are there in the given sequence which are immediately preceded by a letter and immediately followed by a number? Look at here. How many such symbols? So you should be focusing only on symbols. We'll be focusing on symbols. Which are these symbols preceded, immediately preceded. Preceded by means previous. Preceded by is nothing but previous. Immediately preceded by a what? Letter. Letter. And immediately followed by a. Followed by a means next. Immediately followed by a number. Immediately followed by a number. Letter, symbol, number. So this is how we require in the sequence. So, but to complete it in less time, you must be focusing on symbol. Symbol preceded by a letter, followed by a number. You have to count it. How many such symbols are like this? Okay. Symbol. So first symbol is percentile. First symbol is percentile. Now, is this percentile preceded by a letter? Yes. Followed by a number? Yes. Perfectly matching. Percentile. Next. Dollar. Next symbol is dollar. Is it preceded by a letter? No. So not required for me. And percent. Is it preceded by a letter? Yes. Then you need to check the second one. Is it immediately followed by a number? Yes. Because what is the connective term is given to us? And. And means it has to satisfy both the conditions. Very, very important. And means it has to satisfy both the conditions. Sometimes you may be given or. Instead of and, the connective term or also may be given. Or is nothing but at least one condition. At least one condition. It may be immediately preceded by, or it may be immediately followed by, or it may be both also. At least one condition. Remember this point. Okay. Now, what is the next symbol? Hashtag. Is it immediately preceded by a letter? No. So, not required. So, and percent is already there. Okay. Percentile. Is it immediately preceded by a letter? Yes. Is it immediately followed by a number? Yes. Even this is also satisfying the condition. You may get it out. So, why are we considering percentile for 2 times? Have they mentioned how many different symbols? No. It is mentioned just how many symbols. So, if the percentile is there for 2 times or 3 times also, we need to consider. But if they mention how many different symbols, no need to consider. Just you can consider percentile only for 1 time. Clear? Next. Dollar. Is it preceded by a letter? No. So, no need to check it. Star. Is it immediately preceded by a letter? Yes. But the condition is given both. So, check the followed by. Is it followed by number? Yes. So, star is also there. Next. Hashtag. Is it immediately preceded by a letter? Yes. Is it immediately followed by a number? No. We don't know. So, you should not consider. Now, how many symbols are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, there are 4 such symbols immediately preceded by a letter and immediately followed by a number. So, 4 is in choice 1. I hope it is clear. And please understand the connective terms. Both or. Both is nothing but satisfying both. Immediately preceded by and immediately followed by. If it is or, it may satisfy Any one of them, at least one. Either immediately preceded or immediately followed, and don't worry if it is both also. But sometimes they will give you like this. How many symbols are there in the given sequence which are immediately preceded by a letter or immediately followed by a number, but not both? If it is given but not both, then you should leave out that condition. Otherwise, preceded by, followed by, both also can be considered. Okay? Preceded by, followed by, both also. Until they will mention you but not both. Okay? How many such letters? So now we will be focusing on letters. In the given sequence which are immediately preceded by a number. Immediately preceded by means previous. So number. And means it has to satisfy both the conditions. Immediately followed by a symbol. Followed by is nothing but next. So number, letter, symbol required. But we will be focusing on letter. So just focus on the letters. Where is the first letter? E. Is it preceded by a number? No. Fine. So leave it. Next letter Q. Is it preceded by a number? No. So leave it. Now come to the P. Is it preceded by a letter? Sorry, preceded by a number? No. So leave it. Next. And %86M. Is it preceded by a number? No. Leave it. F. Is it preceded by a number? No. Leave it. Next. T. Is it preceded by a number? No. Leave it. These are not our required elements. Next. I. Is it preceded by a number? No. Leave it. Next. Or. Is it preceded by a number? Yes. Okay. But and means both conditions to be satisfied. Is it followed by a symbol? No. Leave it. Now W. V. Is it preceded by a number? No. W. Is it preceded by a number? No. Fine. Next. S. Is it preceded by a number? No. U. Is it preceded by a number? No. H. Is it preceded by a number? No. Leave it. O. Is it preceded by a number? Yes. Is it followed by a symbol? No. So it is not our element. C. Is it preceded by a number? No. A. Is it preceded by a number? Yes. Is it followed by a symbol? Yes. So how many letters are there? There is only one such letter, that is A, which is immediately preceded by a number and immediately followed by a symbol. So how many are there? Only one. And one is in choice 3. Answer is 1, but choice is 3. Fine. Question number 5. 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and hence form a group. Find the one that does not belong to that group. Odd min out based on the sequence. So based on the sequence, we need to identify the odd min out. Out of these 5 choices, 4 follows the same logic. 1 will be different based on the sequence. We need to identify that. What is the first one? I, 8, 5. So within this sequence, identify the logic between I, 8, 5. I is here, 8 is here, 5 is here. Now identify the logic. Identify the logic. I, 8, 5. I to 8, how many elements are missing? 3 elements are missing. Okay, in the forward direction. Remember that. And I to 5, how many elements are missing? 2 elements are missing. But in which direction? Sorry, 8 to 5 or I to 5. Okay, I to 8, I to 5. How many elements are missing? 2 elements are missing, but in the backward direction. It is backward direction and it is forward direction. Right? Here is 2, here is 3. Okay, let's see the second one. U, 4, or 1. Okay, so U is here, 4 is here, 1 is here, and 4 is also there here. You may consider any of the 4, but whether it is following the logic or not, important for us. Okay, U to 4. In the forward direction, how many are missing? Either 2 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, U to 4 in the forward direction. And in the backward direction, U to 1. How many elements are missing? Just 3 elements are missing. Okay, here to here, how many elements are missing? 3 elements are missing in the backward direction and here in the forward direction. Okay, come to the third option. What is our third option? M78. M78. Where is M? So M is here, 7 is here, and 8 is here. You may consider this 8 or you may consider this 8. But finally you should approach to one particular logic, right? Now look at here. M to 7 in the forward direction. How many elements are missing? 3 elements are missing. Here to here, how many elements are missing? 3 elements are missing in forward direction. Okay. And what about M to 8? What about M to 8? See, every point of time you are taking forward, backward, forward, backward. Again, if you consider this, you should take to forward, but an equate in backward. But in the backward, you have an element 8 or not? Yes. So in the backward direction, how many elements are missing? 2 are missing. And in which direction? Backward direction. Look at here. 3 in the forward, 2 in the backward. 3 in the forward, 2 in the backward. But here, either 2 or 3 in the forward, but 3 in the backward. Okay. Move to the fourth option. What is the fourth option? F, 8, 6. Where is the F? Now F is the base. Right. In the forward direction, do you have the 8? Yes. So forward and backward. In the backward direction, do you have the 6? Yes. So in the forward direction between F and 8, how many elements are missing? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 3 are missing in the forward direction. And F to 6 in the backward direction, 1, 2. So F to 6 in the backward direction, how many are missing? 2 are missing in the backward direction. Look at here. This one and this one and this one are following the same logic. But you cannot confirm. Move to the fifth option. R, 9, 7. Here R is the base for us. We have only one R. So R is the base for us. R, in the forward direction, do you have the 9? Yes. How many elements are missing? 3. R to 9, 3 elements are missing in forward direction. 9 to 7. Sorry, R to 7 in the backward direction. How many elements are missing? 2 elements are missing. 2 elements are missing in the backward direction. 2 elements are missing in the backward direction. R to 7. So look at that. Except this option, in every option, first to second elements, 3 elements in forward direction, and first to third element, 2 elements in the backward directions are missing. Except in which option? Fourth option. So which is the odd minute? Sorry, which is the odd minute? Second option. U4, 1. Everywhere 3 elements in forward, 2 elements in backward. But in the second option, 3 elements in backward. 2 or 3 elements in forward, but 3 elements in backward. So here it is violating the condition. So second one is the odd minute. Choice 2. I hope it is clear. So first set of sequence is completed. Now move to the second set. You can see here it is completely based on the letters. These questions are based on the following letter sequence. Now let's see what kind of questions can be given below this. We are going to discuss here all different models. Okay, all different models of questions. Now look at here. How many such pairs of letters? Just now I discussed at the beginning. When letter sequence, this kind of questions are possible. How many such pairs of letters are there in the above sequence? It means in this sequence, which are in bold. So these are the letters which are in bold. Not all the letters, only this particular part is bolded, in bold. Each of which have as many letters between them as they have between them in the English alphabetical series in both forward and backward direction. V, D, S, R, C, O, P, L, N. And you know the meaning of these question types, right? You should start counting from the letter and you have to compare with the English alphabet. The letters between these two letters in the sequence according to the English alphabet, if both are matching, then that can be considered as a pair. Understood the logic? Right. Let us observe that. Let's sample example. L and N. In this sequence, L and N, between these two, how many are there? 0 letters in the sequence. But according to the English alphabet, we'll be having one letter, that is M. So is these two are same? No. If these two are same, it is following the condition. If these two are not same, it is not following the conditions. Okay. The shortcut method for this is just you start reading the English alphabet and compare with the given sequence. Okay. But you should check the each and every letter in both forward and backward direction. Now starting with V, read the English alphabet starting with E. V, W, no, X, Y, Z. Just you have to read from A to Z. Don't repeat in the cyclic form. Okay. So there is no such letter matching with V. Now start with the D. D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. No letter is matching. So with the D also there is no such pair in the forward direction. Now come to the S. S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. No. See, just I am directly comparing with the English alphabet. If it is matches, then that is a pair. That's it. No letter. Next, R. R, S, S, T, U, V, W. No. Next. Checking with the C. C, D, E, F, G. No such pair. Next. Starting with O. O, P. Yes, it is perfectly matching. So what is one of the pair? OP in the forward direction. O, P, Q, R. No, not matching. Next. Start with the P. P, Q, R. No, not matching. L, M, not matching. N, no such letter. Fine, in the forward direction. So in the forward direction we have only one pair. But we should also check it in the backward direction. No. Leave this, start counting from here. N. In the backward direction. N, O, not matching. P, matching. N, O, P, Q, not matching. R, not matching. S, not matching. T, U, V, S, matching. So NP and NV. There are two pairs in the backward direction in combination with N. Okay. Now start counting from the L. L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. No such letters. Now starting with the P. P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Yes, matching. So PV. In the backward direction, one more pair, PV. Now starting with the O. O, P, Q, R, S, T. No such pair. Now starting with C. Starting with C. D, E, F, G. And starting with R. S is perfectly matching. So one of the pair is R, S. So R, S, T, U. Not matching. Next, starting with S. S, T, U. Not matching. Starting with D. E. Next letter is E. No, not matching. V. You don't have any other elements on left side. So totally how many are there? In the forward direction only one pair, but in the backward direction 4. Totally 5 pairs. So more than 4. So 5 is my answer. Okay, so this is how we can solve this question. See, here it is taking a lot of time, but when you can visualize with the English alphabet, it will be very easy to complete. It will take less time. And this is important in miscellaneous area and in the sequence also. This particular question, how many such pairs of letters? And you will be given always this in both forward and backward directions. If it is not mentioned also, you have to consider both the directions. Okay. Now, 7th one. How many such letters are there which are immediately preceded or? Or is nothing but what I told? At least one. Immediately followed by vowel, but also mentioned but not both. Actually, the meaning of this question is how many such letters are there which are immediately preceded or immediately followed by a vowel. So immediately preceded by a vowel or letter immediately followed by a vowel, letter immediately preceded by a vowel, immediately followed by a vowel. Actually, we can consider all these three if it is not given, but not both. But as it is mentioned, but not both, you cannot consider this case. Either this or this, but not both. They will mention you specifically, but not both. If it is not given, you should also consider this situation. Okay? Keep this in your mind. Or means at least one. At least one means one, both. One, both. But here it is given, but not both. So that's why we are ruling out this. So focus on letter preceded by a vowel or letter followed by a vowel. Letter. Is it followed by a vowel? No. Not the T. Letter. Is it preceded by a vowel? No. Followed by a vowel? Yes. it is satisfying only one condition. So YE. Fine. Next. E. It is also letter. See, how many letters? Letters can be vowels or consonants. You should focus on both. Is it preceded by a vowel? No. Is it followed by a vowel? No. Not required. H. Is it preceded by a vowel? Yes. Is it followed by a vowel? Yes. But according to us, but not both. So I cannot consider H. A is a letter. Is it preceded by a vowel? No. Is it followed by a vowel? No. It is not satisfying any condition. So not required. V. Is it preceded by a vowel? Yes. Is it followed by a vowel? No. So it is satisfying only one condition. So A, V. Here Y and V. Next. I have to check each and every letter. Now D. Is it preceded by a vowel? No. Is it followed by a vowel? No. Next. S. Is it preceded by a vowel? No. Is it followed by a vowel? No. R. Is it preceded by a vowel? No. Is it followed by a vowel? No. C. Is it preceded by a vowel? No. Is it followed by a vowel? Yes. It is satisfying only one condition. So CO. Next. P. Sorry, O. I can consider O also, right? Is it preceded by a vowel? No. Is it followed by a vowel? No. Next. Is it preceded by a vowel? Yes. Is it followed by a vowel? No. So only one condition. What is that? OP. Next. P. Is it preceded by a vowel? Yes, it is completed, right? L. Is it preceded by a vowel? No. Is it followed by a vowel? No. And you can observe that here there is no such vowel till here. So I can start from here directly. Z. Is it preceded by a vowel? No. Is it followed by a vowel? Yes. Only one condition. ZU. Next. U. Is it preceded by a vowel? No. Is it followed by a vowel? No. J. Is it preceded by a vowel? Yes. So U, J. So how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 letters which are either preceded by a vowel or followed by a vowel, but not both. So what is my answer? More than 5. So choice 5. Completed? If it is possible to make only one meaningful word using second, third, fifth and seventh and ninth letters of the given sequence using each letter only once, then what is the last letter of the word thus formed? Okay, let's see. What is the second letter? Y. What is the third letter in the sequence? E. Fifth letter? A. Seventh letter? D. Ninth letter? R. So using Y, E, A, D, R. How many meaningful words can be formed? There is only one meaningful word, right? That is ready. Now what is the question? If only one meaningful word can be formed, what is the answer? What is the last letter of the word thus formed? What is that? Y. So choice 1. Very simple. So it is based on the meaningful word. Fine. See, just we are discussing all different models that can be expected in sequence. Okay. Now move to the next question. How many such vowels? Now here we will be focusing only on vowels. Okay. How many such vowels which are immediately followed by a consonant? Vowel followed by a consonant. You will be focusing on vowels because we have less number of vowels. A, I, O, U, only 5. So by focusing on vowels, you can complete it in less time. Okay. How many vowels are there which are immediately followed by a consonant that occurs? Okay. Again, we have one more condition for that. How many vowels are there which are immediately followed by a consonant that occurs after M in the English alphabet? After M means N to Z. So even this consonant is, we have condition N to Z only, not before N to Z. It means not A to M. It should be between N to Z, both inclusive. Okay, focus on the vowels. E. Is it followed by a consonant? Yes. Is it between N to Z? No. So not required. Next, vowel. Is it followed by a consonant? Yes. Is it between N to Z? Yes. V is between N to Z. So AV. Next, vowel. Where is the next vowel? O. O. Is it followed by a consonant? Yes. Absolutely correct. Is it between N to Z? Yes. Because it should be occurring after M only. So OP. Next vowel. P, L, N, K, S, Q, U. Is it followed by a consonant? Yes. Is it between N to J? N to Z? No. It is between A to M. So it is not required. So how many such vowels are there? There are only two vowels, A and O. 2. Answer is 2. Choice is 3. Be careful. Because here we have given a condition, the consonant should occur after M. It is nothing but between N to Z, both inclusive, N and Z. Fine. So choice 3. Now move to the last set, number sequence. You will be given only digits. You will be given only digits. So let's see what kind of questions can be given. Question number 10. If 1 is added to the each even digit and 2 is subtracted from each odd digit, okay, in the number which is in bold. Okay, new kind of question. So here is the part which is in bold. Then how many digits are repeated at least twice in the new number thus formed? Okay, this question generally will get in miscellaneous, but it can also be given in the form of sequence. Okay, what are the conditions given? For even digit, for each even digit, 1 is added and 2 is subtracted from each odd digit. For odd digit, 2 is subtracted. Okay, and this is a part which is in bold. So apply that condition. For odd, minus 2. So it will 5 becomes 3, 3 becomes 1. For even, plus 1. So 2 becomes 3. Even, 8 becomes 9. Odd, 9 becomes 7. 6 is even. So plus 1, 7. 4, even, it becomes 5. 7 is odd, it becomes minus 2, that is 5. So 3, 1, 3, 9, double 7, double 5. It is a new number thus formed. But what is the question asked? Then how many digits are repeated at least twice in the new number thus formed? So what are the digits that are repeated? Is a 3 repeated? Yes. Is a 7 repeated? Yes. 5? Yes. What about 9? No. 1? No. So what are the digits repeated? 3, 7, 5. So how many digits are repeated? There are 3 digits which are repeated at least twice in the new number thus formed. So answer is 3, but choice is 5. Choice 5. Fine. Very simple question. Question number 11. Which digit is 4th to the right of, 7th to the left of, 9th digit from the right hand? You know what exactly to do with this kind of questions. We discussed at the beginning of the class shortcuts. Right? So the question is based on what? Right hand. In the word, when the base is right hand, right will be minus, we already discussed, and left will be plus. Simple. For the right hand, what is the number mentioned? 9. So take it as it is, 9. Because we should be going in the reverse order, back tracing. 9. And what is the previous term, previous statement? 7th to the left. Left is given, right? So left will be plus. So plus 7. Now what is the previous step? 4th to the right. So right. Right means minus. What is the number mentioned? 4. Simple. 9 plus 7, 16. And you know question is based on right hand. So we have started counting from the right hand. 9 plus 7, 16 minus 4, 12. So simply count 12 from the right hand. That's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th. So what is my answer? 3. Answer is 3, but it is in choice 4. Quite simple. Go to the base, take the base and number, take it as it is. Go to the previous step. So left, take it plus. Go to the previous step, right, take it minus and place the digits. Simple. And finally, whatever the number you will obtain, you start counting from the end, whether it is right hand or left hand as per the question. So choice 4. Very simple, right? So if the more number of steps are given, this is the advantage. 12th one. How many such digits? So we should be focusing on each and every digit. Okay. How many such digits are there in the sequence which are immediately preceded by an even digit? Immediately preceded by a even digit and immediately followed by an odd digit. Immediately followed by an odd digit. So even digit odd is required. So we have to find out the digits which are immediately preceded by even and immediately followed by a odd. Right? Now, what kind of shortcut I can apply here means, it's simple. Alternately in the sequence you required even and odd. That's it. Alternately even, odd required. Even, it can be anything, even or odd. Don't worry about that. It can be even or it can be odd. But you required odd. So even dash odd. So just focus on that part. Then you can complete it in less time. Okay. Starting from this sequence, left hand, even, odd, no. Just focus on the alternate number, even, odd. Even, odd, no. Even, odd, yes. So 8, 6, 7. Simple logic. Even, odd, yes. I hope you are able to understand. 6, 7, 5. Now, till here it is completed. Even, odd, no. Even, odd, no. Even, odd, no. Even, odd, yes. 2, 8, 9. No. Even, odd, no. I'm checking with each and every digit. Okay, till here it is done. Even, odd, no. Even, odd, yes. So 6, 4, 7. So till here it is completed. Even, odd, yes. So 4, 7, 9. Till here it is completed. Even, odd, no. Even, odd, no. Even, odd, no. Even, odd, no. Even, odd, we don't have any other alternate. So what is my answer? There are 5 digits. There are 5 digits which are immediately preceded by an even number and immediately followed by a odd number. My dear students, we are not doing any magic here. Just we are focusing on alternate numbers. We required even and alternate number required odd. Even, alternate, odd. Even, alternate, odd. Even, alternate, odd. Like this we are checking the each and every pair. We are checking the each and every pair. That's it. Let me explain you again. What is the point exactly we focused here? See, we required even one digit and followed by a odd. This is what exactly we required. So even, a digit, odd. So even, alternative, what is required? Odd is required. So even, starting from here, is it even? Yes. So we started. For alternate odd? No. Ruled out. Now next, even. Is the alternate odd? No. Ruled out. Even. Is the alternate odd? Yes. Valid. Even. Is the alternate odd? Yes. Is it even? No. Is it even? No. Is it even? No. No, don't need to check it. Waste. Time waste. Even. Is the alternate odd? Yes. So it is. Even. Is the alternate odd? No. Is it even? No. Even. Is the alternate odd? Yes. Even. Is the alternate odd? Yes. Is it even? No. Even? No. Even? No. Even? No. Even? No. Even? Yes. Is the alternate number is there? No. Not present. Simple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 6 and where is the next? 2, 6, 4. These numbers. Totally how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So choice 1. Fine. Just simple shortcut method. It is a little bit of observation. By focusing on what, we can complete it in less time. Last question for this session. What is the product of 6th digit from the left hand and 9th digit from the right hand? Simple. We required a product of what? 6th digit from the left hand and 9th from the right hand. 6 from the left hand means we should start counting from the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 5. And 9th digit from the right hand. So we should start counting from the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is that? 9. So 5 into 9, 45. Simple. Choice 1 is my answer. Clear? Choice 1. Okay, so that's it for today, and this is very important. Please keep practicing this kind of questions and try to complete it in less time. Thank you. Have a nice day.